Football history. Hundreds of Buffalo Bills fans are preparing to make the 4-hour drive to Pittsburgh to cheer on our Bills this Saturday. Eyewitness News reporter Steve Boyd continues our team coverage.
This picture seems to tell it all. The Buffalo Bills comeback is the stuff that legends are made of, and this is a game that Buffalo fans will talk about for years. They were talking about it at Pano's restaurant on Elmwood Avenue today. This is a place where the breakfast is inexpensive and the talk is free.
I just couldn't believe they came back, but they did, and we showed our faith in them by staying and watching them, and great game.
Everybody left, but we decided to stay through because we had faith in the team.
Right. Well, the Bills are back, and so is Bills Fever, which has returned to the AMNA's Coaches Corner. Because the Bills did not win the AFC East this year, there's no new division champion sweatshirt for the Bills, but there are some new items. Say, for example, this Frank Reich Super Sub sweatshirt.
Always had confidence in him. He could do the job. Great quarterback.
Did you feel that way at halftime?
Yes, I did. I felt he could come back.
Right. Well, he did. And because he did, travel agents are booking trips to Pittsburgh for Saturday's game.
We have a package. It's a bus trip leaving from the McKinley Mall, 6:30 in the morning on Saturday, coming back Sunday at 1 o'clock. You get accommodations for one night, you get a brunch, you get a game ticket.
And all for between $189 and $250. But if you're interested, you may want to act fast. The Bills fever we witnessed at Rich Stadium Sunday appears to be out of control. And travel agents expect to sell out as soon as tonight or tomorrow. In Buffalo, Steve Boyd, Eyewitness News.
Not surprisingly, diehard fans zeroed in on the next Bills challenge and made a beeline to Pittsburgh. Western New Yorkers were in line this morning when the ticket office at Three Rivers Stadium opened up. They were waiting for the 1,000 tickets available at $35 a shot for this Saturday's matchup. Bills fans may be outnumbered, but you can bet they'll make enough noise to shake them up at Three Rivers. Up next on Eyewitness News at 6, a pasty predicament on Buffalo's east side. I've been around a while, back in the Stone Ages when we, rolled
one football game that
boulders.
generates so much excitement in one football game. Have you ever? I never have.
Well, I don't know.
What would it be like
last
if they
year's
ever won a
playoff
Super Bowl?
games?
I don't ever remember anything like this. It was a remarkable game, and Project Pasadena took a turn towards the magical yesterday with the Bills' miracle comeback win over the Houston Oilers. The next step towards Southern California and the Super Bowl is Western Pennsylvania and an AFC divisional playoff game against the Steelers. Head coach Marv Levy said today it is very unlikely that Jim Kelly will play Sunday. Look for Frank Reich to start again, but Levy did say when Kelly is healthy, he is the starter. And when he met with the media today, Levy also pointed to some breaks the Bills got along the way in their spectacular second-half resuscitation.
We played better on defense. We played with more fire and emotion, particularly when we experienced some success. We went the short field on 5 of our 6 scores.
Well, that's absolutely right. And can you imagine what they're saying in Houston? Check out these headlines from today's Houston Post and Houston Chronicle. They're calling them chokers. Unbelievable. They're even calling for Oilers coach Jack Pardee to be fired, allowing the biggest comeback in NFL history. Just one game in a string of fourth-quarter collapses by the Oilers. A devastating loss for that team. Well, Frank Reich was right about not being the only hero from yesterday's miracle win. Heroes abound, from Henry Jones, Phil Hansen and their defensive mates, to Andre Reed and Kenneth Davis on the offense, to the Buffalo special teams, in particular Steve Christie, who hit this onside kickoff and then the fourth quarter or the overtime field goal to win it. His first pressure kick as a Buffalo Bill for Steve Christie, and it came down to the last second. He was solid on the overtime field goal that ended it all.
Even though the wind was with him, it isn't completely with him. It was a little blustery out there. So hats off to Steve. He came through with a clutch kick at an extremely important time after his teammates had labored so hard to get us in that position.
This is my first playoff game, and I just can't be more happy than I am now.
Bills fans feel that way as well. The Steelers, Saturday's opponents, and they get their quarterback back this weekend. Pittsburgh bounced Bubby today. Brister will sit. Neil O'Donnell will return as the starter. He started the first 10 games. He's been out with a broken leg for almost 2 months. And the Steelers are getting set for Buffalo now, and they know what to expect from the Bills this Saturday.
Well, the one thing I'll say is Buffalo's a veteran football team. They've been through this before. They've been in the playoffs. They've obviously are the conference defending champs. So, maybe if it's a team that hadn't been there before, they might be able to get caught up in what they've done. But I think Buffalo, because of the experience factor that they have on their side and a lot of veterans that they have, I think they'll take it all in stride. And
Steelers sold out today's game in Pittsburgh. The Steelers, you'll remember, won a divisional playoff game against the Bills at Three River Stadium 18 years ago.